Hey William, welcome to the next 2 weeks of practicing for you. Sorry about how my eyes look like something out of a horror film, because right after teaching lessons last night, I came down with pink eye. So I gathered all the gunk out of my eye to make this video for y'all. So, for the next 2 weeks, you're going to have 3 objectives. Your first objective is to be able to play all 3 of your one-finger chords correctly. And we've gone over these in lessons, but I will rehash it right now for you. The first one being G major. And when you're playing G major, with your left hand, you take your ring finger and you place it on the 3rd fret of the 1st string. Then you strum the first 4 strings. So you don't strum 6 or 5, only those. So that's G major. Next is E minor. For this one, you take your index finger of your left hand and you place it on the 4th string, 2nd fret. 4th string, 2nd fret. And then you play, once again, the first 4 strings. So that's E minor. Once again, not hitting 6, not hitting 5, just the first 4. Then, the next one is C major. This is the one that we just learned last week. It's a new one. And for this one, you take your index finger, once again, but this time you place it on the 2nd string, 1st fret. So 2nd string, 1st fret. For this one, unlike the others, you only play the first 3 strings. So you strum those. These 3. And that's C major. So, your first objective is to be able to play comfortably G major, then be able to play E minor, and then be able to play C major. And that's your first objective, which leads very comfortably into the second objective. The second one is playing your first ever chord progression. In this one, we will be moving between these 3 chords in time. I'll show you what I mean. So, I have out my metronome application on my iPad, and I have it set to 51, which is a good place to start. It's pretty slow, but you'll get faster. And this is what the chord progression is. It is 4 clicks, so 4 beats on each chord, going G major, E minor, C, and then back to G major. I'll demonstrate. Ready, go. G, 2, 3, 4, E minor, 2, 3, 4, C major, 2, 3, 4, G major, 2, 3, 4, stop. So yeah. And if you find you have trouble switching between 2 chords in particular, turn off the metronome and simply practice moving your finger from one to the other. So if you're having a lot of trouble moving from G to E minor, we'll just take a second and practice going back and forth. Don't worry about the tempo, just let your fingers find home. Then, likewise, if you have trouble switching from E minor to C major, just take it real slow and practice moving your fingers. Likewise. So that is your second objective. And then the third one, I'm giving you a lot to do since you have 2 weeks to do it. The third one is, remember the A minor pentatonic scale we learned? Looks like this. would like you to be able to play that going up. And then, once you get that down, going down. And just to make sure you know it, when you play the A minor pentatonic scale, it happens on the 5th fret. You start on the 6th string with the 5th fret. Then you take your pinky, you go up to the 7th fret. Sorry, 8th. 5, 6, 7, 8. 8th fret. Then next, 5th fret, 5th string, the next finger. And then 7th fret, the same string. Then you do the exact same thing except a string higher. 4th string, 5th fret. Then you take your ring finger, put on the 7th fret. And it's important when you're practicing this week to only do down strokes. So when you're playing it, make sure it's always not or anything else. Just all down strokes. And likewise, when you go backwards, down strokes. And if you can get those 3 things down, we will be golden. You have 2 weeks to practice, and if you run into any brick walls or you get confused, call, email, text me, send up a smoke signal. I'll be there. Look forward to seeing you in 2 weeks.